Hey there, fellow unkindled ash. Welcome back to the playthrough of Dark Souls 3. I'm Stubbs the Wizard, your host with the most, and we're playing through as Queen D. She is a pure strength user, using only clubs for the most part. I think she has a crossbow. Actually, let's look at her loadout right now. There's a heavy great club plus 8, light crossbow plus 6, the ubiquitous torch, and then a blessed Keistus, or well, Cestus as it's called, however you want to call it. And these are the rings I have. It's probably the final rings, except for the Karthus milk ring. But stamina is a real problem in this build, or it can be. Um, so there we are. And the reason I'm playing this as a club, pretty much club only strength user, is because someone sassed up clubs in Dark Souls online, said they sucked. And I don't agree with that. I think clubs become very good strength weapons if you're a heavy infusion, and it's not split damage, which is good. See if there's what's that 511, you know, at plus 8. Now the reason I'm here is I was trying to farm Titanite chunks from this Corvian Knight there, and it really is so slow. I think I have, I have one Titanite chunk, and so I'm like, well, okay, I just want to play the game and get it. I'm gonna take him out one more time just for fun. If hopefully it doesn't kill me. Well, that's not a good start. Trouble. Well, that was stupid. I did not play that well. I'm not gonna go back and get my um, not my runes, my souls. So yeah, well, that happened, and I'll just leave myself unimbered for now. Luckily, my souls were right here. It's not letting me critical him. That's weird. It made the tone. Large Titanite charge. So I have a ton of large Titanite charge from him, but nothing much to do with Titanite charge. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the game. Now, I thought about just going ahead and doing the DLC, but I ran past the first tower. So I have to go back and redo the tower over there, which you can't really see here anymore. And so I thought, well, really, I'm going to wait to do the DLC until probably right before I enter the Grand Archives. So I'm going to get up into the castle and, we'll get some Titanite chunks up in the castle, and we'll get the club all upgraded with once we fight Osiris, or even in the Consumed King's Garden. The drop is a lot better there. But I wanted to really try to get it all the way upgraded before I fought Yhorm and Aldrich. But it is a grind to to farm, so we're just gonna play it straight up. So we're going to take on um, maybe we'll get to Yhorm this video, maybe not, but we're going to take on the Profaned Capital area. We've already cleared all this over here, and we're going to clear out all the way to Yhorm, so we're ready. These guys are going to launch a fireball at me, so that's not nice. Run away. Well, there's a dude. No, sir, I would not like your, So we may come back and fight him once we're, through, um... once we take out the ladies by the bowl that launches fire at you. So let's see what we can do here. I'm gonna two-hand this. Oh, I missed. Wow, that sucked. That is how not to do it. This will be better. So that is one of the problems with clubs. Well, let me put it this way. That's one of my problems with clubs. I misjudge how close I need to be, how close I am. Where's that gargoyle? There's a gargoyle that's going to jump down from somewhere. Alright, got him. So I'm kind of wondering if these guys are susceptible to strike damage. Now on this, see there's where Yhorm is. We'll get to there eventually. This can be a little bit difficult because there's a gargoyle up here that's going to jump down on you if you go too far into there. So I am going to work on getting these, people over here. Now, here's something I noticed when I was messing around with some of the stuff when I was trying to farm. This is extremely heavy, but with the Demon's Fist, if it's in your left hand, first of all, it's a cool weapon, but secondly, look at this. You can parry with it. I never realized that till I was messing around to see if I wanted to play with it. But it's a little hard because of its weight and trying to put as much into strength as I can. And in fact, this build would be, you could think of it as a pure strength build, but it's actually a strength focus build. So I'm going to have to put stuff into 91. I am going to have to put some stuff into vitality and endurance to be able to swing the club and so forth. Oh. Come at me. Come back at me. Thank you. Another thing, oops, missed. I'm not great. Had asked if I would use the Dragon's Tooth. And I hadn't thought I would, but I am, because, well, me as a friend, and he asked, and it is a great hammer, so it doesn't really violate sort of the idea of the playthrough of using clubs. Because the Dragon's Tooth is just a giant club when it boils down to it. So we'll do that. But that's going to make me have to put some stuff in endurance and vitality. Which I'm okay with. Because you won't be able to move. That club's so heavy. Try with this type of... Oh yeah, that one's better. Come at me. So this is my sort of safe play here. To sort of take them out one by one. Avoid hitting the two mimics back there. She stopped short. Wow, that was 1,004. That must have been a counter. Alright. I realize that this is probably a fairly boring way to take them out. Let's get more than one coming at once, maybe. Let's get all three of these ladies involved. There's two of them. And last one. And then we'll take care of the gargoyle. And then these two mimics. See, her flipping around like that. Oh, that was a fireball. Okay, that's it. I'm just going to take it this way. Oh, she's not dead. That is one tough woman. Alright, we'll dual wield for our two-hand for this guy. Ouch. Take that, you jerk. Alright, now. Here's two mimics, and the preference would be not to take them both on at once. But here's a trick, which is well known. If you take a hunter's charm, it's going to make them open up. By the way, you can tell that they're mimics because those chains both point forward. Can't see that chain very well there, but it points forward, and you can actually see them breathing if you look real close. Oh, they're holding their breath. Oh, there they go. Now they're breathing, see? So what you do is you take a hunter's charm, and what a hunter's charm is going to do is it wakes them up and makes them give up their treasure. And if I do this right, I can get both of them at the same time to do it. There you go. Great Shield of Glory. Rusted gold coin. I'll go ahead and kill this one. I'll actually kill them both to help other travelers not be harmed by them. They're not quite... Oh, crap. They're not quite woken up yet, so there they go. Symbol of Avarice. This looks like a regular chest. Here's another way to tell. We'll just do this. It's a regular chest. Full disclosure, I'll probably do that. So here's what's interesting about the Helm of Avarice. It increases item drop capabilities, but it continuously damages your hit points. So, we got to see what the queen thinks about this. The queen in real life will look at this and tell me if she likes it. Oh man, it's really heavy. Alright. I am suspecting she won't, because it's pretty gross. And she likes nice things, so we'll put that back. Alright, and we're not going to fight Yhorm quite yet. We still may do it in this video, but we need to take these ladies out first. Ouch. She just took a half-hearted attempt at stabbing me. That was funny. Alright, so this turns off the fireballs that'll launch up here. We're going to get that gargoyle here in a moment. I can get rid of these 100 charms. So if you notice, I didn't really need to use the 100 charms. But I just wanted to show you guys how it worked with the mimics. And really it's really meant to be used in duels to make it so that your opponent can't take a swig of his orange juice. Yeah, we will probably go ahead and fight Yhorm in this episode. I mean, it might run a little bit over, but it won't be too bad. And what I'm going to do is actually, I'm going to use Storm Ruler. I got to be careful not to fall off here. I'm going to use Storm Ruler because it's fun. I'll show people how it works, you know, and it makes the fight really trivial. It's not like that. Watch, I just jinxed myself. The Oni Slayer Great Bow, that is awesome to go use like Dragon Slayer arrows and knock people flying back. So, the way we're going to handle this with Yhorm, Siegward's going to help us because we've completed his quest. You don't summon him here, he just comes in. And what we're going to do is I'm going to get this ready. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run up and I'm going to grab the Storm Ruler and then Homeward Bone on out. And we're going to fight him using the Storm Ruler, which will be pretty fun. Pretty fun sword. And, you know, it does make the fight, it can make it very trivial. But it's pretty fun. And I don't play Dark Souls 3 enough anymore that I don't want to just I don't want to not use Storm Ruler, you know? Alright, here we go. There's Yhorm on his throne. What's this we hear to our left? He's got Storm Ruler as well.
Yhorm, old friend. I, Siegward of the Knights of Catarina, have come to uphold your peace. Let the sun shine upon this Lord of Cinder.
Now in the trailer, he did not have any face in there. Okay, so we're just going to run up here. And then we're out of the fight. Alright, so the point of this fight is not the point of this fight. The point of Storm Ruler is let me get this adjusted back. I don't need that there anymore. Okay. the point of Storm Ruler is that its weapon art will it's made to defeat Yhorm. Let's see, it's probably up here. There it is. All right. So its weapon art is Storm King. It's not really I guess it's not called weapon art in this. Yeah, it's weapon art. The Ash of War is the other one. So if you notice, it doesn't really take anything. There's no requirements of strength, dexterity, intelligence, or faith to wield it. Anybody can wield it. Weighs 8 pounds, but that's no big deal. All right.
Tis good to what needs.
I'm gonna upgrade it, but I actually don't know that upgrading it actually does too much. Well, that's Titanite scale. Shoot. I'm not gonna upgrade it any more than that. That was a mistake. I should not have done that.
Prithee, be careful.
The reason I should not have done it is because Dragon's Tooth, I think, might take Titanite scale. Okay, so the way this weapon art works is you do this, and then it gets charged up, and then you release it. It doesn't seem very spectacular, does it? Oh yeah, you know what? Since I'm doing it this way, one other thing I have to do
Tis good what needs.
is get a little bit more of my blue juice. Yeah, that's probably, I mean, that should be fine.
Prithee, be careful.
Because if you notice, that takes focus points. Oh, and I need to make my blue juice available. There we go. Alright, on to Yhorm, and I think I can probably keep this this video under half an hour. Because we're just going to make a beeline to him. We're not going to worry about taking anybody out or anything like that. And this is just a fun way to do it. And, you know, people complain sometimes, like, well, that's cheating, or, you know, you're not fighting it right. Well, you know what? However you do it in PvE is fine. You know, it's not cheating because it's a game mechanic. You jerk. Leave me alone. Who's that guy? Run away. Alright, one thing you can do is you can charge this up before you even get in there. And it stays charged. Hopefully, be there. Now what you do is you target his head. Thus. It's an instant critical. He's on me. And Siegward does the same thing. I was not ready. I thought he was going to key on Siegward. I'm lost. What is with my camera? A little help, Siegward. This one gets a little dicey. He's going to key on me. Get back on his head. Okay, so Siegward just got him there. I'll finish him off. There we go. Yhorm is down. Sinners of a Lord and Soul of Yhorm. Yhorm's got a great big machete, too. Let's talk to Siegward first.
It seems I am in your debt once again.
Nah, it was fun, brother.
My thanks. I could have not kept my promise without you. Now, for a final toast.
And he's actually right. If you leave him to his own devices in the fight, and you don't really fight Yhorm and let him do it, Yhorm usually kills him before he does much damage.
To your valor.
Or I mean, probably gets about half damage or so.
Long may the sun shine.
You gonna stay awake?
Well, I'm going to have myself a little nap.
Shocking.
The only thing to do, really, after a nice toast. You are a true friend. Best of luck with your duty.
And yes.
I'm going to have myself a little nap. The only thing to do, really, after a nice toast. You are a true friend. Best of luck with your duty.
He's not going to snore. He's also sitting in basically sewage, which is pretty gross. So we're going to take Stormruler. We're going to put the club back in place. I can't believe I messed up by using my Titanite scale. You know what? I think... Is there something behind the throne up here? Oh, you can't get behind the throne. Alright. And look, Siegward passed away. It's interesting, the Katarina Knights, they're interesting. They're also in Dark Souls 1, which is a great story with, I think that guy's name was Siegmund, maybe something like that. I'll have to look it up. Siegmund, I think. And he is the same way, kind of getting into scrapes and stuff and really helping out. But he can, the same thing, that he'll jump down and help you fight some demons and Dark Souls 1's in the swamp, and that he can get killed there, so it's nice to kill the demons first and have him hop down. But it's a really cool story because his daughter Sieglinde is looking for him and trying to, obviously find him. And she's always a step behind, and you're like, you meet Sieglinde, like, yeah, well, yeah, I basically just saw him, and he was here. And then at the end,
Tis good to see you.
he actually dies. There's no way to keep him alive that I know of. I may not be remembering correctly, but I don't think there's any way to keep him alive. And but he basically sacrifices himself for his daughter's sake to see her one more time, and so it's really kind of a cool story, but it's also a little sad. But he's also the same same armor and all that Siegward has. I also want to mention something interesting about the German. That Sieg in German means victory, so it's kind of appropriate. And if you harken back to the Nazi regime in Germany, they used to say Sieg Heil. And what that meant in German was Hail Victory, which was wrong. They were evil and all that, but that's just what it meant. And so Siegward, I have to look up if Vard means anything. W-A-R-D, maybe defense. Defense doesn't seem right. Gewehr, well, that doesn't matter. Let's see about leveling up. And then we're going to go to Anne Orlando. And then next.
Nourishment from these sovereignless souls.
Alright. Ready. And we're going to get, we'll go ahead and do Vitality 2 times. in preparation of using the dragon's tooth later.
Farewell, Ashen One.
Alright, so what I'd like you to do is look in the description for stuff about the Free Time Creators Collective. I'm going to put a bunch of links out there. We're a bunch of gamers that leave content on our channels about games and all sorts of types of people and game types, games, recording types, all that stuff. Come out and give us a look. It's all about encouragement, keep the positivity in the smaller channels, watching them grow, So come out and join us. And just be kind. That's the only rule. As in this video, I'd appreciate a like, subscribe to the channel. It'd be great. Give me some comments. I really enjoy the getting comments. And we'll pick it up here next time in Anor Londo, which is iconic in Dark Souls lore. And I appreciate you watching. As long as you keep watching them, I'll keep making them. Thanks.